Bank of America gets huge details on NIO stock's future. Are you a NIO investor? Anyone who has surely has wondered at least one time what will be the future of NIO stocks. And if you have, well, you've landed in the right place, friends. Hello and welcome back to Stock Market News. Today, we are back again with an interesting video that will surely be helpful, especially for NIO investors. We will discuss the statement on NIO stocks made by the Bank of America. It claimed that it gets a few details that will reveal the future of NIO stocks. So, stick with the video and watch it till the end so you know everything about it. And before we begin, make sure you please subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our amazing videos. And let's begin! Following the release of the business's quarterly results late in the previous week, the Chinese manufacturer of electric vehicles NIO was one of the market's more unpopular names. Investors focused their attention on guidance for the second quarter, which was poorer than anticipated, although it was well known that the situation in China was going to put pressure on the results for a time. The management statement on impending production plans was the most essential element of the financial report that was released the week before last. It revealed that the company is finally getting ready to experience huge growth. The revenue for the first quarter came in at $1.56 billion, which is an increase of more than 24% year over year and is somewhat more than what was expected. Due to the fact that we are getting close to the end of the second quarter already, one of my primary complaints about NIO is that it often releases its results so late in the quarter that this data seems to be essentially useless. Even though the company's non-GAAP profits per ADS were 3 cents higher than expected, the bottom line indicates that this is still a business that is incurring a significant amount of financial loss at the present moment. The most important contributor to the drop in share price was the following headline, which was contained at the report that was made public on Thursday. Management guided to between $1.47 billion and $1.59 billion in sales for the second quarter. The market on Wall Street anticipated that the company's revenues for the second quarter would total $1.79 billion, which was the amount that was forecast. It is predicted that deliveries would fall somewhere between the range of 23,000 to 25,000. with even the highest end of that range showing a sequential drop from the 25,768 units that were supplied during the first quarter. To jog your recollection, the first full quarter of deliveries of the ET7 sedan will take place in Q2. This represents a considerable shift from the late quarter total of 163 deliveries in Q1. That difference is significant. I'm going to pretty much overlook this miss in the prediction since the analyst average seems to be so crazy leading up to the report from the week before, and because of that, I'm going to disregard this particular miss on the forecast. NIO has already disclosed its delivery numbers for the months of April and May, which demonstrated that China's COVID lockdowns had a significant effect on those months. The statistics in question were made public in the months of April and May. Even if we were aware that June would be a better month, there are still difficulties with the supply chain, which means that it was highly unlikely that sales would climb by more than $200 million sequentially. Even if we were aware that June would be better, the management is basically shooting for a monthly record in terms of the number of cars delivered in the month of June. Nevertheless, it is still likely to fall just a hair short of the quarterly total for Q1. I have a hunch that the experts were essentially waiting to see what was disclosed before making any revisions. Irrespective of this, the final result was a headline of exceedingly bad forecasting. Investors in NIO have waited for many quarters now to see production really ramp up, but they have been waiting and kept waiting. It has been more than a year since the firm made the announcement that it had entered into a new manufacturing agreement with its partner JAC to increase annual plant output to a total of 240,000 units. Despite this, the business has not been able to record more than 26,000 deliveries in a single fiscal quarter. In addition to that, the corporation is now working on developing its own facility, which will be known as NIO Park. During the conference call, management offered the following essential update about production with F2 referring to NIO Park. In regard to the production capacity of our first facility with JAC NIO, as was previously announced, we will continue to ramp up its production capacity in the third quarter. It seems likely that our entire plant capacity will hit 20,000 units per month at some point during the second half of this year at the very least. It is possible. The timing of it's probably not something that will be too difficult for us to determine. And then for the F2's ramp-up rate, really initially we will start off the delivery of ET5 from this facility in Q3, and that will be the beginning of the F2's ramp-up pace. Therefore, manufacturing will begin in the third quarter, and our goal is to achieve 10,000 units within a very short amount of time, most likely between 3 and 4 months. That seems to be the strategy that we will implement. Naturally, the entire production volume of F2 will continue to expand as we bring other models into this facility throughout the course of the next year, which will result in an increase in the total number of units manufactured. It is unknown how fast NIO really will achieve these rates, although it is expected to get there rather shortly. As I've said in the past, the growth time frames for the firm hasn't exactly gone to plan, which is something that some individuals may have hoped would happen. These production rates won't be observed until some point in 2023 at the earliest, and that's assuming that there aren't any other disruptions to the supply chain or further rounds of COVID lockdowns. It's anticipated that NIO's revenue would see a significant uptick as a result of this sort of enormous expansion in unit count. The huge rise in revenue that is predicted to occur over the next 12 to 18 months is the main element in the fact that the average price target on the street is more than twice as high as what NIO shares were trading at after trading was concluded for the day on Friday. This is because analysts believe that the company will see a large increase in revenue over the next 12 to 18 months. When compared to the valuations of other Chinese electric vehicle companies, such as XPeng and Li Auto, which are both currently trading at 2.2 times expected sales for the year 2023, the current valuation of the stock appears to be quite reasonable. The stock's now selling at a price that is 1.9 times higher than the estimated revenues for the year 2023. It shouldn't come as much of a surprise that the electric vehicle juggernaut Tesla trades for more than 6.2 times anticipated sales for the coming year, given that investors are undoubtedly willing to pay a great lot more for that brand. However, the fact that the production is ready to really start ramping up is the more important event that occurred during the last week. NIO disclosed earnings earlier that were below forecast. In spite of the fact that it has been common knowledge for some time that COVID shutdowns would occur in China, investors liquidated their shares after getting advice that was seen to be unsatisfactory. It is projected that the company would either double or potentially even triple its production over the course of the subsequent few quarters, which should result in a significant increase in revenues. This is the reason why investors are now putting in such a high degree of hope on this stock. However, it is essential to keep in mind that the company still has to perform well in order for shares to enjoy the projected gain. And that's a wrap. I think that'll just about do it for today's video, friends. Please let us know in the comment box what you guys think about everything going on in the world of NIO and stocks. And if you have any other comments or questions or suggestions or any feedback of any type for that matter, all you gotta do is leave it in the comment box for us below. We often check in and we always love to hear from you, our viewers. If you found this video interesting, please like it and make sure you share it with all your friends and family too, so they know all the information that you do too. Sharing is caring and knowledge is power. Also, if you want to watch more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you always are notified when we update our latest videos. We do it all the time, and you want to make sure you stay in the know with us. Hey, thanks for spending part of your day with us on our channel. We appreciate you for watching and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Happy investing.